All right, Jason, we are on.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Live. We in it. Let me open up. Good
Guys
app.
and Bulls, thank you for dropping in.
What's up, babe?
Appreciate it.
Hope you're doing well. Today, hope everybody's doing well today. We're going to be covering Logitech. So make sure you guys get all your predictions in.
Today is a good day. It's a green day for tech.
Yep. After
Finally,
last
the
week,
has ended.
yeah, after last week's beating, I'm definitely a happier person today already. Last week was rough.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, live price.
All right, let's get going. If you are new here, welcome. If you're watching on Twitter, welcome. This is quite simple. Go to stonks.com, make a prediction on what the closing price after earnings for Logitech will be, and you can win $1,000. That's it. That's simple.
Yep. Very, very simple. Easy to do. To make an account, it takes literally 30 seconds. Super easy to make an account. And from there, again, like if you need any help, just ask in the chat. But like I said, just hit down there next to chat. There's a make a prediction button. It's big and it's nice. You can see it very easily. You hit that. And then it also gives you the live price it is right now. And then you can put in your prediction that would be 15 minutes after bidding ends here in 25 minutes, basically.
Yeah, today's exciting. We're already at 200 predictions, guys. This has grown since our last. So
we're gonna.
What did we finish last week when we were doing TSM?
Right under, I think it was 292. I think it was like right under 300. I think we can definitely beat 300. I think we get to 350. We got 24 minutes. We can get to 350, guys. Yeah. Make sure you guys share this out to your buds. And that way you get more entries as well. Remember that if you click on the little ticket up above, you hit your referral link and you can share that out to everybody. As soon as they make an account, you guys get 5 extra tickets. And then make sure you guys are doing your other things like the daily login streaks. Because I know I've seen a couple people forgetting those last week. So make sure you guys get the daily login streaks, enable your notifications. That way they're on. Follow us over on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube. And then again, like I said, you get 5 extra tickets for each friend you let in. So remember, like each friend that you invite or family member or whoever it may be that you invite over that makes an account, you guys get 5 extra tickets.
Yep. That's basically the best way to earn tickets is to take your link and DM it to your WhatsApp family group so your mom can sign up and bug you all about it.
Exactly. Definitely invite the moms. We need more moms in chat. So definitely invite the moms. They know what's up. And dad. Invite dad too.
Yeah,
we can have a family reunion in chat.
Yeah, so we have a couple of very exciting updates for today. We've added the ability to request a withdrawal. So I know we talked about it last week, but we've actually done it through PayPal. So if you click your account balance, there's a little option there called cash out, and you can initiate cash out. We're still working on some issues. We sent some cash outs this morning and PayPal blocked them. And so we're working with PayPal to unblock those, but at least you can initiate it, and we'll process it as soon as they're unblocked.
Yep.
So that's exciting. It's cash out day today. It's your chance to see we have not been lying, and you can actually win $1,000.
Yep, exactly. And if you guys that don't use PayPal, eventually there will be another way you guys will be able to cash out as well. So don't think like, hey, you only use PayPal. It's fine for right now. Like I said, we had PayPal early. We're working with another vendor though. That way you guys can cash out via gift cards. So,
Yep, gift cards are coming soon too. They've been a little difficult to work with, but we're working on it. It's not for our lack of trying. It's we worked all weekend on it. Oliver, our developer, was working over the weekend to get this. So if you're in chat, give Oliver a shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Oliver.
Some love.
Holding down the fort for everybody here to make money.
Yeah, and then we have some other updates here as well. So, let's see. I'm totally blanking out here.
Should we start off with the big news that hit Sunday, aka yesterday, or?
Oh yeah, it was. Remember the prediction we made?
Yeah, I know.
It was a very time-sensitive prediction. This weekend it will happen, and it happened on this weekend.
Yep, this weekend we got one of the old guys to drop out. It's crazy. It's one's out. We got maybe another to go. I don't know. Probably not, but at least one of the old guys are out.
They tried to take him out. It didn't work.
Hey, well, I didn't want to go out that way, but I'd much rather just be like, okay, I'm too old for this. Let's let somebody else take over. But at least we had somebody drop out that was old. So now we just have another 80-year-old to eventually maybe.
I think the rumors from the Biden campaign are that Biden is in sort of the terminal stages of dementia at this point, and because it's an exponential decline. It's like fine, little bit, and then suddenly within like weeks you go from like mostly fine to like just not fine.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And that's like what the rumors are, that he has sort of entered the terminal stages. It turns out it was Nancy Pelosi who kind of gave him a 3-week deadline. Do it the easy way or the hard way.
Hard way, yeah. I've read about that too, and that's kind of crazy. But again, like I said, we talked about this before too. Like obviously, back in his, I guess, younger days, but still, he was a little bit older then. He had a brain aneurysm too. So I'm wondering, like, obviously, like, over time, that probably puts you at a higher percentage of, getting some sort of, memory of some sorts in that end as well. Like I said, at the end of the day, I mean, when you're 80 plus years old, like anything like that, it could happen. Mm-hmm. And that's the reason why we need to have like a limit, like we were talking about before. Like if you're older than the retirement age, you cannot be president. Like that's like at least
that sounds fair.
Like honestly, like 68, like if you're over 68, like no presidency for you. Like 35 to 68, that's like a perfect range. Like anything above that is just like too old to be president. I don't know.
Yeah, I just feel like you can't have a minimum age. Why can't we have a maximum age?
I agree. I totally agree. There should definitely be minimums and maximums.
Because there are minimums, right? There's, I think,
25. Yeah, there is a minimum. Yeah. You have to. I think what is it? I think you have to be over 35 to be president.
I think 35 is the minimum.
I just feel like there's a lot of people between 35 and 68 that could be president.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
Why do we need two 80-year-olds?
I vote for you, Jason.
True.
I unfortunately can't run because I wasn't
you
born
couldn't
there,
run,
but
hey, I mean, I guess that's in the Constitution, so we gotta go by it. So
that's not changing.
That's not changing at all. But hey, I mean, like I said, at least the weekend, honestly, like I said, I don't think the news was shocking, obviously, that Biden dropped out.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to come eventually. I said no win. Like, obviously, it would have been better if you'd have, dropped out, say, the first of the year. But I mean, Biden's been somebody that's always made decisions super slow anyway. It's not like he's like super fast at making decisions. Maybe that was a calculated thing on his end. Like, obviously, you had the RNC that had the RNC meetings, and then obviously they were just talking about Joe the whole time. So like maybe that was part of his decision. He's like, I'm gonna wait till they do all that stuff in the RNC. It's gonna be all over everywhere, and they don't talk about me. They're gonna talk about whoever's gonna take over from me, which I'm guessing is probably gonna be Kamala Harris. Obviously, he's vice president.
Oh, God,
either way, though, I mean, it depends on like who she picks as a VP. Anyway, because again, the VP is like I feel like, to me at least, like, is it going to be, is it going to be like a Roy Cooper from North Carolina, who's more of a he's pretty moderate Democrat, or is it going to be, again, is it going to be one of those, toss-up states like a Shapiro from Pennsylvania, or maybe even, which wouldn't be a toss-up state, but more like an Andy Beshear from Kentucky. Or maybe it'll be Mark Kelly. I mean, I would love to be Mark Kelly because I love Mark Kelly, and he's an astronaut, or obviously ex-astronaut. Mark Kelly would be awesome pick. I don't know. It's a lot. I think there's a lot of decent picks out there. Again, I hope she picks somebody good to run with, and it's not like some other crazy person. But who knows? Sure. Either way, like I said, I'm just glad at least one of the old people dropped out.
So, can I share a Kamala story?
Yeah, share one. I need to hear yours.
So my dog here, Benji, who's getting a lot of love in chat. Shout out to everyone who's giving Benji love in chat. In the dog park was buddies with this other dog, this black lab, whose owner used to work in the DA office in San Francisco with Kamala. He was also an attorney. He was a prosecutor. So was she. And this was many years ago, right? This was like 10 years ago. And so he kind of knew her pretty well on a level that most people wouldn't, because he was like just working side by side with her. And the stories I heard from him about Kamala, even before she became VP, right? Like, way before. She is corrupt. She literally
I feel
would
like
take
everybody's
money.
corrupt.
No. This woman literally was the DA in San Francisco and would take money. There was a price. If you like got caught for something, you could go to her, write a check, and there was a flat price based on what type of thing you committed. And you would get off.
I wouldn't doubt that a bit, though.
Yeah,
I feel like there's so many DAs probably like that too. Like, okay, let's. I was going to play devil's advocate. You don't think Trump would have been taking money if he was a DA? Like, I feel like a lot of people would, like 100%.
Totally would.
No, like I said, because I like obviously, like, you know, when it comes to like that kind of stuff, corruption's like in every office at this point. So when it comes to politics, or when it comes to like stuff like that, like I feel like all of it's corrupt. So I feel like everybody's taking money,
sure,
one way or another at this point. I feel like it's almost like impossible to be in politics without some sort of like, you know, money slush fund going so much direction. That's the way I've always looked at it, but it is kind of crazy. And again, I figure like obviously somebody that knows her outside of, you know, said things, like I'm 100%, but I already kind of knew that in like back of my mind anyway. Because I just, and I hate doing that too in like life, like where you like, you know, you see somebody in like position of power and like you already know in the back of your head, like, you know, what's the money price? That's just the way my mind goes though nowadays, I guess, because I guess we kind of grew up in it. And we see it all the time. So it's almost like, even if the person doesn't take money, which obviously you would hope like there's more people out there not taking money than those that are, but it's still kind of like in the back of your head, you're like, yeah, they're taking money.
They're taking money.
Literally.
Yeah. So that's Kamala for you guys. First hand, very reliable person. You know, dog owners don't lie to other dog owners. You know, like a dog park is not a place where you lie about shit. You know, that's a very trusted, safe place.
Yeah, so if your dog's pooping when my dog's pooping, exactly.
Exactly.
They're using the same bathroom. There's no lies told here.
Yep. Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, the moral of the story is obviously Biden dropped out. Now it's in like a lingo until probably, I'm guessing, until they get to the DNC. And then I guess delegates could technically do anything they wanted to. But I figured like obviously support's going to solidify behind her anyway. I think we've already seen a lot of them already say they solidified behind her. We haven't seen any challengers come out today so far. So, I mean, it's kind of the way I looked at it anyway.
I would love a Michelle Obama ticket. Michelle Obama ticket? Dwayne Johnson, Dwayne The Rock Johnson as VP and Michelle Obama as
that'd be lit, honestly. Could you imagine?
That's what we need. That's the energy we need.
I mean, honestly, there's a lot of like, you know, like, I don't know if I just don't see Michelle like trying to run for office. You know, obviously we had a Hillary run for office, which was obviously Clinton's wife. I just don't know if I see like Michelle being the politician of a person. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong though.
That's why I like her. She's like a very no bullshit. Like Obama didn't have balls, but Michelle has balls. Like
100%.
She's a force.
No, she's definitely a straightforward person for sure. I've seen her. Her speeches are pretty good too.
All right. So if you have just joined us, we have 13 minutes left before entries close, and it's quite simple. You hit that make prediction button. You make a prediction, and you're off to the races. That's we are making a prediction on where Logitech will close today after earnings, and we will start talking about Logitech. No. How about
yes. Let's go.
All right, Logitech. What do you think, Jason? What's your prediction?
What's my prediction? I feel like Logitech has been like, again, I guess like today it's been in like a weird little, you know, up, and then now we're on the downs. I feel like going into the end of the market here is like a little bit of people are selling off a little bit, but I think overall, I feel like they're going to have good earnings though. They should at least hit earnings, I should say. I think we're gonna go up after hours. I just don't know how far we're gonna go up. That's the reason why I put my bid in at like 94.
Okay.
But we could see a sell-off right after that too, though, right? So kind of like last time.
You know what we should do, Jason? We should actually like listen to the earnings calls like during this.
Like that would we could do that. Yeah, we could do that too. Yeah, we could honestly start pulling up earnings calls as well, and listening to them and then kind of giving our commentary to them.
Okay, let me see if I can find.
That would be kind of nice. We definitely should do that tomorrow too for Tesla.
Okay. I don't see it on their site. It just says event relations.
Oh, come on.
Benji really wants attention today. He is like, stop.
He's like, come on. He's like, Dad. I just want attention, Dad, please. Hey, I don't blame him. Don't blame him at all.
Okay, so they're releasing their earnings today and they're doing their conference call tomorrow.
Oh, they're doing the conference call tomorrow. Got it. Yeah. Got it. I wonder if did they usually do that?
No, they usually do it in the same.
That's what I thought too. Is that like a sign of not great?
But it's okay. We can share their earnings as they get released. So let me go find.
No, we could definitely share those for sure. Let's see. Old Logi. No, I definitely feel like I don't. Well, I guess they could always like miss, and then I just feel like why do like I guess I've seen other companies do it before. They release one day and they do the conference call the next day or like a few days after or something like that. Sure. But it's like, man, it always makes me wonder: is that like a bad sign or a good sign? I don't know.
Don't know.
But
we'll see. We'll keep an eye on this.
Yeah, I wonder what the predictions was from obviously more people that are a little more qualified.
Okay, I'm gonna. Can I make my rant on Logitech?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay, so I'm probably still covered by some NDA.
I'm sure you are. That's what I was fixing to say.
So for those of you who don't know, Ali and I started a company called Streamlabs, which we sold to Logitech in end of 2019, right before COVID hit. I can't talk about the bits, but I didn't last long there. I lasted maybe 6 months or 8 months, 8 months actually. But I didn't have a good experience, and ended up leaving. Even though I really didn't want to leave at the point where we sold the company, I was happy to stick around. I didn't want to do another startup. In fact, Ali started Stonks right after, and I didn't want to do it, so I didn't really join. I moved to Southern California and went surfing instead. So without violating NDAs, here is my take on Logitech. I think this is and it's not just a diss on them. It's like this across so many companies where the original founders have moved on, died, or just whatever, they're no longer there. Because this is a pretty old company, Logitech. They've been around forever. We all grew up on their keyboards and mice, and I think if you were a child of the 80s or 90s, you grew up with Logitech peripherals, and it's like part of your nostalgia of computers is Logitech. And more recently, they've built an amazing business in gaming, right? So their G brand, Logitech Gaming, does around $1 billion a year in revenue now, which is they still sell the camera, the famous webcam, but
Hugo, imagine.
Sorry.
Very good.
So yeah, that's here's my take on Logitech. Logitech at this point falls under the category of companies that are run by lawyers and accountants, rather than product visionaries or even just product focus. And so this is not a company that's ever going to 10x, right? There's nothing in their DNA, their product pipeline, their desire to innovate is missing either, that this company will ever 5x or even 2x.
Yeah, well, obviously. I didn't think that
either. It's just not happening. So this is a company that's run by accountants, number crunchers, that are just looking to like slightly beat market expectations, and that is it, right? So that's probably what's going to happen in earnings today, right? They're going to like beat by 1%. Woohoo. And like, but to give you a sense of the stock price, when we sold Streamlabs, Logitech stock price was around $45 a share. Then COVID happened. It went up to, I think, 120 or something. Let's look. What was the peak? 133 here.
Yes, it was
right?
Yeah, so I was gonna say, yep, it's around 130s.
Yep. Then came back down to the 40s, and then it's kind of been going up to 90. But what's interesting is like there is no real product innovation here.
No.
The little bit that they've bought. So they bought Streamlabs, but they also bought. Here, let me open up their website here so you can sort of see.
I have a question. I don't know if you can talk to it. So, like, obviously, you sold this in 2019. Like, do you think you could have got more for Streamlabs if you would have waited until like peak streaming in like 2021, right after the coronavirus? Do you think you could have got more out of it then, since it was such streaming and stuff was such at a high peak at that point? Obviously, 2019 was like here, like 2021 was like, it was like on a whole, 2020, half of 2020, and then obviously all of 2021 was like a whole new level. Then we kind of seen the drop off since then. But
I can't share numbers, but I can share percentages. So
yeah,
from when we sold the company to peak COVID, the revenue went up 10 times.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
So if you think valuation goes up 10 times, we ended up, I think the final deal was 145 million.
Yeah,
with the earnout and everything. So I don't know, times that 10, and you get basically a small public company. Like I think Streamlabs could have gone public.
No, 100. I think it could have too. Yeah, especially in 2021, it was so high. Like it was just like, it was crazy. Like how many people were using it. Obviously, again, even just streaming in general on all sites was up high, but Twitch alone like seemed like a massive bump between 2020 and 2021. So I could imagine though, because I know they were pushing Streamlabs hard then anyway. So I can only imagine like obviously how much the valuation would have been then too. But at the end of the day, it's like you can't look back and be like, okay, we could have like got it then. It's like we've made out good no matter what. So like whatever, but they did very well though.
I don't have regrets, honestly. But what I do have regrets about is like Streamlabs, since we sold, forget Logitech, like Streamlabs itself, nothing really has changed. Like they've been doing like the 5% optimizations on like conversion flows and sign up flows and a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But in terms of anything like big, bold, like that can truly 10x, like they tried, it didn't work, and then the people trying kind of also got frustrated and left. So a lot of the folks that were pushing hard left, and it's just sad, that to see like. To lose that fire, like it's this. Look, all companies will eventually like flatten out and start declining, and that's why what I really love about Elon is he does not let people get comfortable, because the human nature is to get comfortable. And I think what Elon does very well is keep pushing, and that's like the CEO job, is to like keep pushing. And I don't think anyone as Logitech is pushing, and it's not just the only one. Probably half of public companies fall under this category. Maybe even more. No, so long term, would I buy Logitech? No. Short term, who knows?
Yeah, swing trading, it's pretty much all. I mean, I don't have it in my like long term holdings. I have, I did trade Logitech back in 2021 when everything was like, and that was the whole market going crazy though. I did trade it then. That's the last time I traded it. Maybe I'd trade it again one day. Like obviously not financial advice, but we'll see. Like to me, it's like you said, it's one of those companies. Like it has some good companies in there, right? They got like Astro, Streamlabs. There's some good ones within it, but also it's like you said, like where are they innovating at right now, right? Like outside of that.
Yeah, they haven't, right? And that's been the disappointment, is like, because they have such a good supply chain. They make high quality products. They make them well. Like we've all used their products and they're good. It's just like, it's at this point, I would say it's 70-80% marketing fluff. It's the same product next year being released as a different version with like a different creator or a different sponsorship of an esports team, rather than like actually trying to like take risks and do things, that are out there.
Yeah, no, that makes sense to me too. Like I said, because I've actually done sponsorships with Logitech before, back when I was obviously doing content creation. So like I know Logitech, like I know some of the guys that obviously were working there then. Some of those guys obviously don't work there anymore. So a couple of them do, but at the end of the day, it's like they have some good brands built. They've obviously got now, like I said, with Astro, Streamlabs. But again, what are they doing with those brands? I don't think even on the Astro side, they haven't really innovated in a while either on that end. They made like a really good product and kind of like just did like the minimum to make the product relevant still. They haven't like went out there and been like, oh, we've added this. I'm not saying you could do a massive bunch of stuff with headsets. There's definitely some stuff out there that some companies are doing that, some people could learn from.
Totally. All right, guys, we are at 60 seconds.
Yep. Get your bids in. Get your bids.
Go put your bids.
Hurry up. If you have it, make sure if you have it, make sure you get your daily login real quick too. You can get another login every day. Don't miss it either because it's going to go away. So I'm going to
put my bid in.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, you're good. If you haven't, also share your link. If you hit the little ticket at the top, you can get your referral links right there. Make sure you guys hit those as well. That way you see if again you get 5 extra tickets that way. You'll get an extra ticket every day if you continue logging in. If you go on to day 8, you get 3 extra tickets on that one. Again, you can also follow us on Twitter. You can share it as well. You can subscribe on YouTube. You can enable notifications for 10 extra tickets and refer. Every time you refer, you get your referral link and somebody signs up, you get 5 extra tickets that way too. So it's not just 5 tickets. You can continually farm tickets that way.
Call this the ticket farming simulator.
Yeah. You guys can all make monies. We are officially close.
We're doing this just to like beta test the platform, and that's why like we need a bunch of people here to beta test to make sure things work and load, etc. So you're benefiting from us just beta testing, and so this won't last forever, but for now, share your link and get your tickets.
Yep, 100%. Like I said, right now is like the best time to be here to win money, right? Early days are the best time to be here. Even after that though too, right? So you'll have a presence in chat already. Everybody already knows you, and just being a pillar of the community at that and at that as well. So
yeah,
and we can also, like I said, there's some stuff we're working on as well that people that are inviting tons and tons of people that are actually signing up. There'll be some cool stuff for people like that as well.
Yeah. The video is supposed to be playing on the website.
If you restart the page earlier, it had a thing. So maybe when you got in, it did the thing it did to me. It just showed a black screen. Just refresh the page.
Yeah.
But you might not be able to see this, but I guess I'll type it in chat.
Yeah. If you're on YouTube, Twitter, bidding has just closed. Okay, we have a question. Any news on when founding content creators will get to test the platform, get some practice?
Yeah, yes, Topic is one of our creators. So
yeah, Jason, you want to take that one?
Yeah. So we're actually going to be later this it's coming up week actually. It's coming up week on the 30th. I'm going to be inviting you, Topic, and others to have like a little round table. We're going to be able to show some of the stuff off to you as well. You'll be able to get in before anybody else does and get to see the platform though, Topic. So this coming up week we'll be talking. I know I touched on this last week as well, but Topic, yeah. Pretty soon you'll get to see it before anybody else does and get to play of the platform, how it feels, and then obviously we'll open up more floodgates for more and more people coming in.
Yeah, guys, we're up to 500 people watching, so we're
gaining every day.
Exciting. It's growing every day.
Yeah, awesome. I'm super excited. Yep, you guys are the ones that are helping us grow, though. Like I said, make sure you guys are again sharing the streams out. Yeah, again, the easiest thing to do is get your link. That way, you guys are getting credit for people signing up. So we were working on some of you guys too. Like I said, we were working on some cool like in chat stuff for you guys that say you sign, like say you shared your link and got like 100 people to sign up. Like, don't worry, we'll get you guys some cool like little things in the chat. That way, you guys can show off those. There's some cool stuff we're working with and we're going to be working on that you guys will be able to show off.
Cool, exciting, guys. So we have 27 minutes before we call it. And let me refresh and see if they have reported earnings, if they have dropped their earnings.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I wonder.
Let's see, Logitech.
Hopefully they don't wait too long. Maybe it's one of those like 3 to 5 minutes afterwards. It's already dropped.
Yeah, I just see carbon reduction progress.
Yeah, I seen that one. I think that was from this morning though.
Yeah.
Which I guess every company's trying to reduce carbon, obviously.
Yeah, but it's such bullshit, honestly. Like, I wish companies were doing this. It's just signaling. It's not real.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's definitely nominal compared to like, especially like in some of these companies too, like Logitech. Like, how much like are you really?
Yeah, they're not destroying the planet. Let's be honest. Logitech is not destroying the planet.
There's some companies out there that, yeah, obviously, like that'd be a big deal for, but like Logitech, like I'm not really looking for that. Like, I don't know. It's not something I'm looking for, or honestly, even thought they had an initiative to do on their side. So I agree with you on that end. There's definitely some companies out there that really could, like, you know, do some really good offset, I'm sure. But Logitech doesn't seem like a big one to me that's out there, like, you know, just ruining the planet.
Yeah. You know, here's an idea. If I was the CEO of Logitech, just given everything that's going on with AI, and Logitech's like one of their core like units is like business conferences, right? They make like all the equipment that goes in conference rooms. Can you imagine if they did hardware around AI that was actually useful, that like listened to meetings, summarized it, like you know, just there's so much, because there's already sitting in the conference room and they have access to that mic feed. There's like so much. What a waste of.
No, yeah, I agree with you. Honestly, if Logitech was to get into the AI space a little bit more, and then like made stuff like that, is innovating in the office space, especially because obviously we see like stuff like this already. Like if you're on a Zoom call, or if like you're on a you know, like a Google Meets, you already see these like little, you know, AIs that do this and like break down the meeting and all that stuff. Like, you know, why hasn't like Logitech, like you just said, like made something that you sit on the damn table as you're having the meeting, and then it just summarizes everything for you.
Yeah.
Like, it does make sense to me too, because some of these office meetings, they go on for like hours. Like half the time you forget half the shit somebody said like 30 minutes into it, because your brain's mushed 2.5 hours into it. Like if you would have had like something like that, though, it actually makes really good sense, Murray. We can't like, you know, do something against Logitech, but we're making our own, damn it. Oh man, that actually makes sense.
Frustrating to like watch it from the sidelines.
Yeah. They could do very well too. Again, you would think, honestly, I would really think that they have something to do with AI already, since it's such a big thing now anyway. And like, honestly, it makes things way easier in life, especially from a work side of things. Like there's so many good things. I'm not saying it's all good for everything, but there's definitely some good stuff out there that's, you know, built by AI that makes things way easier and way less complicated.
Yeah. But you know, the problem is, if you are one of those kind of entrepreneurial minded developers or managers, innovating inside a company that does not want to innovate is soul crushing. And there's only one thing that ends up happening is these people end up leaving.
I would leave.
Yeah, it's
again, you get the corporate mindset, and then it just sticks, and then it's hard to get anybody to break out that corporate mindset. Like obviously, like you said, like whether it's a CEO or whether it's a COO or whoever it may be. Like they're in this like swamp of mess, and they're like, you know, this is working, so we're not really going to try to do anything to make it better. So like, it's almost like one of those things, like, why fix it when it's already working, right? Like, but again, like you're not like fixing something that's broke. You're literally just innovating for the future.
Yeah.
And it is weird. Like there's so many companies out there that really like have so many honestly have so many good workers out there, really good innovative minds. And it is crazy to see companies like that just, you know, stifle it too. Because you can bring, I've seen some good ideas come out of different people, and then, you know, just get turned down because, you know, the CEO's like, nah, we don't do that right now. This is right now, it's already working.
Yeah. Here, have a look at their financials. So let's pull up their financials. 5 billion, 5 billion, 4 billion, 4 billion, 4 billion.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you are the CEO of this company and you look at a flat line like that, like now I know it's like post-COVID, so yeah, you got a big
2021 was going to be big anyway. Let's just be honest. And 2022. Like those are fine. Those are years for them. It's like doesn't matter, because again, everybody was using their shit, because again, nobody was leaving home that much.
Yeah.
So,
but like, come on, man, like how do you not take risks? And I mean, this company is trading at a 23 price to earnings ratio. And like, you're telling me I'm paying 23 price to earnings for like a declining top line revenue
with
company.
the same every year in, year out. Like you make a new model, you just put another number on it. It's like, what does that do for innovation in the company? Like where do like, again, like, where's the value in the stock, in a stock that's doing a company that's doing the exact same thing over and over again and just beating a dead horse? You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like,
or look at their EBITDA, right? You're making about 600 million of cash a year.
Yep.
Instead of giving it back to your shareholders, which is what they're doing, they have a 2% dividend.
Yep.
Why don't you go buy stuff if you can't innovate in-house? Like, take 600 million a year. It's a ton of money. You can buy like one great company, like one great AI company every year. Like, let's
literally
do it.
Honestly, I agree, because if they bought an AI company right now, they could already like have the in-house stuff to start making like the things you were talking about, like in the office room, like where a lot of meetings do happen, or there could even be online AI stuff that they could be building that would help them online as well, and they could sell that as a product. That would help out a lot of things too, because again, there's AI companies right now that are making hand over fist, like, you know, in terms of like just a small business, or even like somebody just like me, or if it's anybody out there who wants to just record a Google Meets call, right, and get like a summary from it. And they're like, you pay like $15 a month for those already. Like, you guys have a massive outreach. You guys could sell it super easy. You have a huge email list already that people would buy it if you guys built it. It doesn't have to be physical at that point, right? That's just an online thing. It's nothing physical. And eventually I feel like you should definitely roll something out for in-office as well that does the exact same thing. But at the end of the day, it's like nothing physical. Like, you're not like having to, like, obviously I know you're building something, but it's not like you're selling something physical in a store. At least it's almost, obviously it's a SaaS company at that point.
Totally. Should we who else was reporting earnings today?
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Let's look some of the other ones while we wait for Logitech, because I haven't seen their earnings drop yet. All right, let's see.
Yeah, it's just trading flat anyway right now because everybody's just waiting for earnings to come.
Where is our calendar? I'm trying to find it.
That's what I was fixing it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the Wall Street Bets calendar. Honestly, they do the best calendar out there.
They do the best, 100% do the best calendar. It's easiest to read, at least, in terms of like what's coming, what's not coming. Some of these calendars are so hard to read. It's like, what am I looking at here? You need a degree just to read it.
Do you have a link to it? I can't find it on Wall Street Bets.
I could have swore we posted it in the Slack too. I'm trying to find it as well now. Let's catch out.
Yeah, I mean, I have printed copies outside, but yeah,
we posted a lot.
Let's see. Anyways, we'll find it, guys. There's a bunch of companies reporting earnings today.
Let's see. Oh, okay. I think I found it. Yeah, I found it. It's say Berkeley is reporting. Calix is reporting.
You want to share your screen? If
it's right here, I can send it to you too if you want me to. I'll just send it to you.
Send it over.
Copy the link. We'll send it over to you. It's most anticipated earnings release. Because Verizon was this morning. Truist was this morning, another bank.
All right, here we go. SAP, Nucor, their home construction.
Yep.
Berkeley. What's Berkeley?
I honestly don't know what Berkeley is. I'll be straight.
Okay. Oh, look
like, I'm like, Berkeley, what is that?
I think it's their sticker symbol. I have a feeling it's a psychedelic company. WRB.
That actually makes sense.
Nope, they're not. Never mind. Don't know what they do, but it's okay.
Commercial lines property. Yeah,
okay, it's
casualty insurance.
Okay.
Full insurance. And another one I'm looking forward to too, just to see what their numbers of ours BYD on Thursday.
Oh yeah, BYD. We should cover BYD.
I'm down with covering BYD.
Yeah, so let's do Tesla tomorrow, and then let's do. Yeah, so let's do Tesla tomorrow. Let's do Chipotle on Wednesday.
Chipotle Wednesday.
And then let's do BYD on Thursday.
Thursday, yep. That sounds like a great lineup, honestly.
Yeah. All right, guys, and we're gonna do $1,000 for those three. So get ready.
That's honestly three good ones too. Like Chipotle is like a massive stock in its own right. BYD is honestly, I feel like that's a leader in just showing, like, obviously, especially over in like China and those areas, like how the market's doing over there. I think it's a really good one to watch. There's other ones that we could watch too, but they're more focused on other things right now. But yeah, I think that's good. Tesla, Chipotle, BYD.
Yep.
Those are three good companies to do this week.
Sweet. Let's see how SAP did today. Okay, SAP again, I feel like is one of those companies that's like in like the cruising phase, run by lawyers and accountants.
Well, it is 100% is. It's definitely a company that's just like floating along.
Yeah, these companies stop being great. They basically flatline, slightly decline over like 20-year period, and then they either die or they're like reborn with a radical new change.
They've had a good run up though since the start of this year. Like they went from like 81 to 200 now. So they've had a good run up at least.
Totally.
But they're one of those companies that again, like you said, they haven't really innovated a lot. Like obviously, so it's like what are you getting there? Future wise, because they're trading. I think they're trading at a 45 PE ratio.
Yeah. All right, guys. I have some bad news. Guess what I found?
Oh God.
So let me zoom in here. Logitech is going to report their earnings at 6 p.m. Pacific today.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I was wondering why they're not dropping it, and it is at 6 p.m.
Well, if you waited to the very end.
Yeah. Aiden, yep. What time does Logitech earnings come out? Yep, we thought it was coming out now, but it's at 6 p.m.
Yeah. So you guys have to set it to 6 p.m. Just kidding.
Yeah, so here's what we'll do, guys. We'll just pick a winner at 1:30 p.m. So in 50 Pacific, so in 15 minutes. And then whoever's the closest will win. So my apologies. I should have done some more research here and figured out that they, it's so hard because all these companies have their own random schedules.
Yeah. Like I guess from now on, I'll hop on and I'll check to make sure. That way we're not doing it. But again, like you said, it's just so weird though. It's like, okay, like 6 p.m. Like I feel like the earnings are going to be bad.
Yeah, because that's like 9 p.m. Eastern. Like all the traders have gone home. Like after market has shut down.
Yeah, I feel like they're gypping the market over here. Like, well, maybe they'll be less mad in the morning that we didn't hit.
Yeah, this is a bad sign for their earnings. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought like them having the earnings call a different day than earnings was a bad sign, but now I'm over here thinking like, what is going on here? They're waiting until markets are dead and closed. Nobody's watching.
Yeah, and Eddie's asking if we should reopen biddings and close. No, Eddie, let's not bother. Let's.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, Eddie. Yeah, let's just stick with it for now on. Like I'll go in and check just to make sure that they're doing their earnings and earnings calls right after instead of. And if we have to, we'll just be like, okay, we're not going to be able to do this day. I'll definitely make sure this week that obviously I already know Tesla is, but Chipotle and BYD are doing it. I know both of those companies usually do it right after close, so I don't think they would change that, but I'll make sure.
Yeah, it's bedtime, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like that, honestly, like when I think of that, I just think like they have something like not so great in earnings somewhere. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's maybe the earnings is decent, but then like their forecast is garbage or what it is, but it's something. There's no way you wait till 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to do anything. No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be checking it as soon as it comes up. I guess honestly, I mean, I don't think the stock price is going to move now. Like they have no. Well, I guess they went up a little bit in the aftermarket hours. They went from like what 190, 91. Yeah, they've moved a little bit at least. Yeah. It's like, but they probably won't do too much more moving than that. There's not going to be any volatility right now with it.
No, there we go. It's probably gonna we're not gonna see a lot of volatility.
No.
Can we talk about CrowdStrike maybe for a minute?
Oh yeah, let's talk about CrowdStrike. Yeah, let's do that. That
so
good to me.
It is cheap now. I can't believe I'm saying this for CrowdStrike.
No, I think it's a great price.
It is trading at 17 times revenue now.
Yeah, I've already bought some this morning. So
yeah, I might. I can't believe I'm saying this. I might sell my Celsius and go into CrowdStrike.
I honestly, when I was looking at it, I was like, man, because I always wanted to get into CrowdStrike, but I thought it was too high to get into. And now that it's dropped, I was like, I might as well buy some.
Sure.
Because again, like I said, I don't want to say like just because like one mess up happened, like it's going to kill the whole stock forever. I feel like this is just a stamp in time. Like 6 months from now, I feel like nobody's really going to care about it. I mean, obviously, the companies who lost money are going to care. But people like us, everyday people that like some people that couldn't even log into work, so like free day, no work. Like people like that aren't going to care no more.
Yeah, no, they're fine.
Like, I'm not going to care about that. Like that's a timestamp in time that happened. Whatever, like it happened. Hopefully they learn off of that and it doesn't happen again.
Sure.
But that's the reason why like I bought. I'm like might as well forgiveness. But yeah, I bought around like 11:30 this morning.
All right, we got the other dog making an appearance on stream.
Yep.
This is
Thor. Come on, Dad.
This one loves looking at the camera. He's very photogenic.
Yeah. What's up, bud?
He's 13 and he's going deaf. And so it's so sad to see him like lose his hearing.
Yeah.
And he's milking it for all the extra treats.
I don't blame him. Honestly, I had a husky that was she got up to like 16, but she lost her hearing too when she was like 14 and a half. Yeah, she was the same way. You try to tell her to do something and she just look at you like, what what the getting old life. But it is funny trying to talk to them when they're deaf. It's like, all right. You just be saying stuff and they're just like I guess like maybe like sometimes they hear like the feeling of you walking on the floor or whatever. They feel it. Yeah. You're just like, and they're like looking at you like, what the heck is going on? The sound vibrations are not good here.
Yeah. Getting old, huh, Thor?
Yeah. I mean, 13's old.
Yeah, man. He's getting there.
Yeah. Like anytime a dog gets above, like, especially like if they hit like 15, it's like super, super old.
Yeah.
So I feel like 13's honestly a good age for a doggo.
Yeah, totally.
Hopefully he's got a few more years at least.
Oh yeah, I know.
He looks like he's getting around good to me. So
yeah, he's not slowing down. He just like cannot hear, which is fine.
Yeah, I mean, not too much bad there at least. Could always be definitely worse. Oh yeah, eating it up. No, for sure. Like I said, he looks like he gets around great to me too.
Yeah. So tomorrow's the big one. We're gonna have Tesla. We're gonna have Elon Musk. We're gonna actually comment on the live stream. So what we'll do is we'll listen in on the live stream, the reportings itself, and then we'll like comment on it. We'll talk over it.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a big day. So yeah, we'll have commentary, all that stuff going on. And like I said, we'll have that on the stream itself. That way you guys that do want to listen to the conference call and see if Elon says some crazy stuff, which he usually likes to throw out there out of nowhere. So that's obviously a lot of people like listening to it. So tomorrow we will be, live and listening to Tesla earnings.
Yeah. Can you maybe just Jason check for tomorrow, like what time Elon's going to talk? And then
I'll check and I'll get everything like that ready. That way we know everything. That way we start stream at a good time as well.
Yeah, guys, hype for Tesla. Who's a believer in Tesla here? I'm a believer.
I'm a believer. I believe in the engineers at Tesla more than anything. That's what I believe in.
Sure.
Like I believe in. I mean, obviously, Elon in general. Like I have a lot of respect for Elon and what he does, but definitely the engineers that they have they're so good. Like without those engineers, man, I don't think the company would be as far along as it is.
Yeah.
They definitely have some very hardworking, like super smart people working there.
Yeah.
And they innovate.
Right. So I think, here's something I've learned over the years, which is you can have the same person be a complete dumbass and doofus in one company and then move companies and then suddenly become this incredible engineer. And it's the same person. The person hasn't changed, right? So like I've spent a lot of time thinking about like same person, different situation, completely different output, right?
Yeah.
And so I think how you motivate people and like if you can give them a calling and like, those are like nobody really talks about it because I've seen the same person be amazing and complete useless like and
No,
and I'm
100%. I've seen
like,
it
wait,
too.
what, really, same person?
I think it again. I think it also comes from that, like having people in the company that are pushing for innovation. So nothing's all like ever the exact same every day. So it's not like that. Where what happened is a lot of times, like I said, like with even engineers too, like they get set in a spot and you just get comfy, and then it's like okay, like we're doing the same thing almost every day for years now. So like, where's my passion to work harder? I think obviously having that work environment that continues pushing is good for everybody overall, like even the CEO in general and just the company and the environment that you're working in, whether that be, again, that can be in person or remote, or, it could be whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, it's like, I think it goes on an environment, like the internal push for the company overall.
Yeah. Right. Like people aren't stupid. People don't want to follow a doofus, right? So if like the CEO themselves is like, kind of checked out, on playing golf half the time, flying in his private jet. Like nobody wants to follow that person versus, you look at Elon and you see someone who's like, okay, he's crazy, but he's like, you can see like he works hard, man. He like suffers with you.
Yeah, no, I can agree. I agree with that too. I think again, I think that goes a long way at the end of the day. Just your the upper management teams, like at the end of the day, people that are pushing for innovation. I think that's the biggest thing. At the end of the day, it's like, okay, where are we going next? It's not like, okay, we're going to do the same thing for a year now, never innovate anything. I think overall, this just depends. Like it's the same thing. Like we can even talk about like obviously like the old CEO of like Twitch, right? Because it's in our same area. Like I feel like obviously he like got into his own where it was just like kind of the same, and like it just got to this repetitive place where people are looking for some sort of like new stuff for Twitch, and it just never happened. And I think now with like obviously like I know some people hate him, some people like him, like Dan Clancy obviously the CEO of Twitch now. I think he's a lot better because again he's using the product. He's on the product all the time. He's getting on people's streams with them. He does a lot of stuff, and like I feel like they've innovated a lot more just in the past like year than they did ever before. And hopefully that continues. So I know when Dan first started, a lot of people didn't like him that much, but he's definitely grown on a lot of people that I know, especially still in the space. It does a lot of stuff with Twitch, and I think it's kind of done the same kind of thing that like maybe Elon does obviously with Tesla, like in terms of like making people motivated again. And I'm sure Amazon, booting some people that were not doing a lot of stuff probably helped out too, because people are like, oh, these people are getting booted, so maybe we should start doing more. It probably helps too, like 100%. But I do think like Dan Clancy, being a CEO and actually using the product and being like, oh, this could work, and actually innovating between some of the stuff they've made, I think it goes a long way within the company itself.
Totally. It's amazing to see how like it changes. But yeah, Tesla's going to be awesome, guys. Dr. Kelly has made a lot of money on Tesla, brought a whole house cashing out. Nice. That's what we like to hear. Love it.
I definitely have cashed out on some of my Tesla before too, but that was back in 2021. So going into 2022. But that was when the stock was already starting to come down. I was well, everything's starting to come down. Might as well sell a little bit now and I'll buy in more later. So, but I still have some of my shares from early days too. But I mean by early days for me, I'm talking about like early 2019, not like super early, but early enough at least.
I will say this about Tesla. I think watching Tesla over the last 10 years has been an absolute masterclass by Elon in, and I'm just going to say this, like part bullshit, blowing hot air up people's butt. But
he does that a lot.
Part of doing that, he like really understands that, look, there's this like retail trading community out there, and if I pander to them and they love the stock, they'll buy the stock, which means the price is way higher than it really needs to be if just an institution was buying it, right? So it's an irrational elevation of price. And then what they do is they just like issue more shares, raise money. Every year they raise like a couple of $1 billion and they build a new gigafactory somewhere. So all of the gigafactories have been paid by people like us holding an inflated stock. And because it's inflated, they can raise money. That's exactly what AMC does. That's what GameStop does. But Tesla actually uses the money for good. They actually go and build a factory with it, which makes more cars, and then they sell more cars.
Makes way more sense to do it that way too.
I wish other companies understood this and like actually marketed themselves to the retail trading sort of communities, because like it's just math. If your company is worth 3 times what it's really worth, you can just issue more shares, raise money, and then hopefully you're a good allocator of capital and you don't just blow it on private jets and hookers.
No, 100%. I agree with that too. No, 100%. I agree with that, because at the end of the day, it's like, look, if you're build, say, obviously, like you said, like they go build another gigafactory, right? That makes retail investors excited, right? So they're not going to sell. So if other company like took that same initiative and like built some other, let's just say it's another company with a factory, they build another factory, that's going to get retail more excited more, and they're going to buy more shares. They don't care that you just took $1 billion with more share sales. Like they're not going to care, because again, overall, what they look at is the future goal in say 30 years from now, when they're really probably going to take their stocks out, 40 years, whatever it may be.
All right, here we go, guys.
We're done.
Winner selected now. We are picking a winner. We are running some math.
Yep.
Oh yeah, another thing we're doing today that's different, I forgot to mention. So is the prize pool is now being allocated differently. So the first 3 places are going to get 50% of the prize pool, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
so,
it is 50.
There's a huge, like, big money prize for the first 3, and then
crypto.
and then there's like a distribution. I don't quite know the distribution after that is, but the first 3 are going to get 50% of the prize pool. So if you are lucky and you are in their first 3, you're going to make bank, which is amazing. Yeah.
All right. It's probably about like 20 seconds off. You'll see at the bottom, if you guys are new, it'll say see winners, and you click on that and it'll pop up. It'll also see some confetti fall from the top as well. So hopefully, hopefully 3 people that don't work at the company win some big monies. And if you guys do win big money, and when you guys cash out and you guys want us to like maybe retweet some of your stuff or stuff like that where you won, let us know, and we can take that link and we can retweet as well and get some hype going around that too. So we gotta show people that we are letting actual people cash out money.
Yeah, it's happening.
So it helps us. Again, it's part of that beta testing that we talked about.
Yeah.
If you win $500, you better share it with us, or 300, whatever the heck it's going to be. Like, definitely share it with us. That way we can share. Oh, see winners. It's here.
Oh, we got winners.
Oh, wait a minute. What happened? Oh, wait a second. What is? Oh, there it goes. Kelly won first place, $250. Gee, Kelly won.
Oh my God, Dr. Kelly.
Third and first.
Holy shit! First and third.
See, I told you.
$350, Kelly.
Jeez. Hey, at least it's a content creator.
Yep. Amazing.
Hayes won $150. Nice. Let's go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. So now it allocates more. That way, more people are winning, actual money overall. And then the top 3 are winning the most, because that makes more sense. Obviously, you have your, gold, silver, bronze. Kind of, and then obviously it trickles out money down from there. It goes down lower and lower and lower as it goes.
Yeah, and then you guys can also notice, like, we make all this data available. Like, you can see every single entry, what price they predicted, where they came. Right.
Oh, your client
nothing
one.
is like hidden here. It's all out in the open.
Nice. Dr. Kelly, one of her clients and community members, actually won second place.
Oh, amazing.
Let's go. Awesome. Good job, Kelly. You're bringing in the people, getting the money. Hey.
$350, Dr. Kelly. What are you going to do with it? If you're in chat, please tell us. What are your plans? What are you going to do with the money?
Awesome. Let's go. I think that's Latrice. Maybe I'm RIPing the name too, but congrats though to both of you and Dr. Kelly. That is awesome. And anybody else that won money too, because like I said, you could honestly win like say like 5th, 6th, and then like maybe win like 20th, and then maybe win like 31st, like a lot. And then that actually adds up, quite a bit. So you might win $50 off just doing that alone, maybe $100 if you had a lot of entries. So that's one way you can make money too. You don't always have to be 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Like you could literally just enter, like if you say you get 10 tickets, you enter 10 times, you could literally win like, $7 to $7, $8, $9, $10, times 10 pretty much right there and make $100 almost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the final price is calculated at whatever we get from the API. So we have an integration with TradingView. Yeah. And what we get from the API.
TradingView mesh. TradingView is where we get ours from. Obviously, there's going to be different ones that have a different little price sector here and there, but we pull ours straight from TradingView, which a lot of people use too. So if you're looking at like, say you're on like a Webull, or if you're on like a Robinhood, or if you're on, somewhere else, it doesn't matter. Like I'm just trying to think of the ones most people probably use. Moo's like another one that bunch of retailers use. There's obviously other ones. Thinkorswim. Yeah, any of those, like they're all probably going to be like a penny or something off here or there, here or there. If that makes sense.
And you can withdraw now. So, you can, once you've made money and it's above a certain amount, I'm not sure what the minimum amount is right now. Maybe Oliver in chat can tell us. Or if we even have a minimum amount. I think it was 25 or 50.
Yeah, $25. Yeah, it's $25. So you can cash out at 25. You'll see if you click up next to your name, there's a dollar amount. And if you click cash out, it'll show you when you can cash out. So the minimum is $25 to cash out. Your current balance is there as well. And then you'd hit initiate cash out, and then you hit continue, and then you'll get an email about it. But eventually you'll also, if you can't use PayPal, we'll eventually have, hopefully either this week or sometime soon, we'll have it to where you guys can cash out using gift cards as well. So say you want to cash out using like an Amazon gift card or wherever it may be, you guys will be able to use that too. So don't worry if you don't use PayPal or don't like PayPal or whatever it may be, or in an area that doesn't really get to use PayPal much, like you will be able to eventually use the gift cards to cash out too.
Sure.
So just keep racking up bucks. Remember, guys, tomorrow we have a big day though. Tomorrow's Tesla earnings. So it's going to be an awesome stream. Yeah, big boy day tomorrow. So if you guys want to come and win more monies, also remember, everybody right now, get your referral link and just share it wherever you can share it, because that's going to get you more tickets for tomorrow. As soon as somebody signs up, you get 5 extra tickets each time. So make sure you guys are doing that. Get those extra tickets tonight. That way you guys are ready for a big cash day tomorrow with Tesla. Get as many people as we can in here. The more people we have, the bigger our cash prizes could be as well. So if we hit like an amazing big number, we can even up our cash prizes. So if that's something that you guys are like, we want to help them out, get more people on the thing to help test. The more people we get, the higher the cash prices will go as well. I don't think they've done that yet, Dr. Kelly, but there will be where you can see. We can see on our back end, but Oliver is going to be working on that, Dr. Kelly. Yes. That'll eventually come. That way you can see like how many people joined off your referrals. For right now, I guess you can count your tickets, like each five more tickets, just another person you signed up. We can see on our back end. Eventually they'll have that, Dr. Kelly, that way you can see it.
All right, guys, that will be the end of our stream. Thank you for coming. Tomorrow we start, we'll probably start a little earlier tomorrow. Maybe we go 12 Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, we definitely, tomorrow we'll start early. And we'll start it, instead of 12:30, we'll start at 12 Pacific time.
Yep.
And then we'll listen to the whole call with at Tesla, and then some big cash prizes. Like I said, the more people we get in here, the more we can up the cash prizes too. So at the end of the day, it's almost like an affiliate ship at that point. Like you guys are getting more people in here, the cash prizes are going up. I hope you guys enjoy the streams. Like I said, we're here to entertain you guys and just hang out and grow the community.
Yeah. Cheers until tomorrow, where it's going to be a historic day.
All right, everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow.